EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada.
Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Denver Broncos
and the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's White. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. The Raiders at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, 7:34.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. He's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
36 pounds. Tempo.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. Now Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0.
Broncos 14, Raiders nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders nothing.
What now?
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Kill. 6:37. Get down.
Now Carr. And he rifles one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And returning it, here's Hamler. And he's out right at the 25. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wilson. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Raiders nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
At the 17-yard line.
And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, You want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Raiders 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline.
A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's White.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Zamir White,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
A first throw for the backup, Rosen. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I certainly thought he had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
This is caught inside the 15. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the second half here with Williams. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Wilson.
Open man. He completes it to Judy.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, a run with Evans.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Wilson on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by McManus is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
93.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a play fake. Carr.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Running out of the gun with White. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
6-18. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
7:34.
Here's Carr to throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run it in with White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Zamir White
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 29. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
What now? 29. You're mine. Good set.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. the defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. This is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 30 yards. And the Broncos are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 24.
Broncos 45. Raiders 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Carr going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
93. 93.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr, he'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. White running to the left. He'll get this down to the 38. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 38, Carr. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Stop short of the goal line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They stay on the ground with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. DJ Chark, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives.
And a 2-score lead, I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Here we go with Williams. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action. Now Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
36 yards on the play.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
52, Raiders 29.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
On 2nd and a yard, Carr. He's got his man. It's White. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
For Las Vegas.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Raiders. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Carr will look to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now.
52, Raiders 37.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a solid run down inside the 30.
151 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O from 13 yards out.
And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Raiders 37.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
He's got a man complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
For Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. They'll look to throw here.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
6:37.
Throwing his Carr on third down. One last shot at the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Wilson wants to throw it.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Denver, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to
I've been doing my thing, they not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me, no time for the silly games.